So I'm back with another dream story for you guys. You guys have been asking for this for ages, and I thought I would answer and give you a dream story because I've actually got a really good one from the other night. And this was kind of a dark, somewhat depressing dream, but I believe there was kind of a good message that I got out of it. So let's start with the dream itself. It wasn't a particularly long dream, it wasn't a lucid dream, it was just a regular dream. So I was up in the air in a plane. Now I wasn't a passenger on this plane, I was actually piloting it myself. I've never piloted a plane in the real world, so it was quite a fun experience actually, controlling this plane. So I'm up there, flying around, enjoying myself. Somehow I know how to pilot this thing, when even in flight simulators I don't know what to do. And someone is talking to me over the radio. I guess it's like a flight traffic controller or something like that. I don't really know how it works. But this guy's talking to me, giving me instructions on what I should be doing, where I should be going, stuff like that. And at some point he says that basically the systems on my plane are screwed up and I'm going to crash and there's no way to avoid it and there's no way to survive the crash because of how high up I am. And it basically dawns on me that I'm done, I'm going to die. I ask him if he's sure, there must be something that I can do, to prevent the plane from crashing and to survive. And it was only me on the plane, so I had this sudden feeling of just being completely alone and not knowing what to do and, needing someone to help me figure out how to not have this plane crash so I can survive. But basically the person told me that nope, there is really nothing that you can do, the systems just aren't working, you can't even control the plane anymore. And sure enough, I was trying to move the plane around, trying to adjust the controls and stuff, and nothing was doing anything. He basically said to me, so you have two choices. Either you go down with the plane, it's going to crash at some point, and when it does, you'll go out in a fiery explosion, it could be horrifically painful and so on. Or you can jump out of the plane now, and because you're at such a high altitude, you'll basically suffocate and have a painless death. And I don't know if that actually has any merit in the real world. I don't think that's quite how it works, but dreams have weird logic, and that was the logic in the dream, that if I jumped out there, I would have this quick, painless death, as opposed to if I waited until the plane crashed, I would have this fiery, possibly quite painful one. So I had to decide. And, it seems like an obvious decision. It's like, well, okay, go for the painless one. So I opened the door to plane and, I'm standing there, I'm panicking, I'm thinking, wow, this is the end. And I say, screw it. And I jump out of the plane. And as I jump out immediately, because, dreams are weird like this, I start to feel myself suffocating, literally within 2 seconds. So I'm out there and I realise that I'm dying. And then it hit me as I was there dying that I'd made the wrong choice. I should have taken the more painful option just to have another 2 minutes alive. Basically, I realised in that moment that life was so precious that even those 2 minutes, 2 minutes of panic, 2 minutes of pain, 2 minutes of suffering were better than letting go to something so precious that we only get once. When I woke up from that dream, I knew it was just a dream. I knew I was okay, I knew I wasn't going to die or anything like that. But I felt so emotional. I kind of realised in that moment just how much I value my life. And that sounds silly, we all know life is awesome, but it really hit home. It was like, I really value every precious second of my life. It made me really grateful for everything that I have. It made me realise how much I appreciate my family, how much I appreciate my friends, how much I appreciate you guys that watch these videos. And I just felt so happy to be alive and that the dream wasn't real and that I'm still here. And when I went back and I looked at the dream and I kind of did a bit of dream analysis, I realised something as well. I think there was a good kind of analogy in that dream. In that dream, I had two choices. I had the difficult, potentially painful road, and I had the easy way out. And I took the easy way out and I regretted it. I regretted not taking the potentially more painful, more difficult road, even though all I'd have got from it was a few more minutes alive. And I think that's true in general in life, in that typically when you do something difficult, when you challenge yourself in some way, when you take the hard route, you don't tend to regret it afterwards. Maybe it doesn't work out completely, but you usually feel at least good that you took that option, that you tried your hardest. On the other hand, when you take the easy option in life, or when you don't take those challenges and you don't put yourself out there, then you do tend to regret it. So perhaps we can all learn something from this dream. The next time that you think about putting something off, or not doing something because it's too hard, or not doing something because it scares you, just think about the fact that if you don't, you might later regret it. Seize those opportunities, and thank you for watching. Before you head off, make sure that you check out my 30-part self-improvement course. There's a whole page of information about what the course is, what it's about and everything. If you check out the link in the top right-hand corner, you can find out more about it, or you can find a link to it down in the description below. Anyway, once again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe and enable notifications. If you want to support the channel, check out my Patreon page. And if you want to keep watching, pick one of the 2 videos on screen, go watch that, and I will see you soon. Take care.